All your news for now. Follow us on Twitter at Raw News Warwick, and your next news is at the top of the hour.
Good evening, and you're listening to Faces for Radio with James Evans,
Miles Poole,
and Alex Stratton-Lake.
We've got an amazing festive special for you today.
Woo, Christmas! Woo. Come on.
What's that?
Would you do that during Christmas?
Yeah.
When do you do that? After someone's pulled a cracker? You're like, ooh, ooh. Is that exciting? It's like
Christmas
firework going
off.
What? Who are you saying that to? Your relatives?
I suppose.
Christmas friends?
Well, I mean, I suppose sometimes that's the only time you see some of your relatives, isn't it? So they would really be Christmas friends.
Yeah, but would you patronise them in that way because of that?
Well, you're only going to see them until
friend.
until the next year. So
See
I
you
suppose
next year, Christmas friend. That's what it's like at your house, isn't it? Yeah. Nightmare.
We all hate each other.
Right. So what's going on in today's show, James?
Oh gosh. Well, so much, Miles. We're giving away some Red Bush spiced tea.
Ooh, one tea bag.
It's just the one. Is that all you're giving up?
I think that's all I've got.
Because you're quite a specialist in tea, aren't you, Miles?
Specialist.
A specialist makes it sound like he knows something about it. He just enjoys it a lot.
So, got the usual features. I'd like to apologise ahead because the music, the computers are just messed up.
Can I apologise for Miles just before he apologises?
Yeah, the presenter is broken.
The whole system's down, so we've got to play music from something they call a CD, is it?
Yeah, I believe it's a compact disc.
Never heard of one.
Archaic form of digital storage.
And I'm not sure if I can get your messages either. If I can, I haven't found how.
Well, that won't be a problem. Text in anyway. Actually, I'll turn my phone on and...
Oh, risky.
Yeah, I'll turn my phone on, and if you know us, you can just text me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know us, you shouldn't really be listening.
Yeah, what are you doing? You filthy pervert.
It's a private broadcast.
Yeah, get out! Get out of my pub! I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, my phone's on, so start texting in.
Shall I turn mine on as well?
No, it's fine. We're just the one line.
But you don't really know anyone.
What do you mean I don't know anyone? What do you mean?
Never mind.
No, go on. What's your beef?
Just nothing. You're just a bit of a geeky.
Yeah, what's your beef?
You sound absurd when you say things
What's
like that.
What's your beef? What's yo beef?
You dizzy? Are you?
You dizzy, blood? I don't know what any of this is.
I've heard people say it.
Have you?
Yeah.
What,
yeah,
on your
films.
farm in Oxfordshire? In films.
In films, yeah.
Yeah, okay, right, fine. Shall we have a song?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's going to be.
Okay.
So, this is track 1 from Christmas Songs
compilation.
It's called Christmas Songs, so it's probably a Christmas song. Here it is.
Oh, brilliant.
That was Last Christmas by Wham.
Oh, I'm not liking this.
What?
What?
Well, I've changed seats during the song, and this one's just unpredictable.
Okay.
What? Alex sort of leaning back quite
The back
far.
doesn't seem to be attached to the bottom of the chair.
Do you want to change seats and me and Miles will keep the listeners amused?
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah?
All
Yeah,
right,
we can do that.
Listeners, I'm just going to be away for like 5 seconds. Don't worry, I'll be back. Okay, cheers, guys.
Okay, right. Whilst he's gone, I can read the new text number.
Yeah. My phone's on as well, so if you know me, you can text me.
If you don't know any of us, this is my personal mobile phone number. It's 076. So you can text in and just abuse or... Alec, what are you doing?
Even after the show.
Even after the show, yeah.
Just for weeks, you could send him...
Just ring up and,
shout.
Threaten me, yeah.
Because you have his phone number.
Because really, I do need the company. At this time of year, I am really
This is all just a
anyone
ruse,
who
isn't
can-
it?
Yeah. Anyone who wants to... Yeah, the system's fine. I'm just giving out my number. So if you're lonesome this Christmas, then that number again. No, I'm joking, of course. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Would I tell the truth to you?
Do we have a jingle?
You do the jingle. Who did the jingle last week? It was good.
Me, I do it every week, James.
Okay, go on.
It's been the same for 10 weeks now.
How could this one go?
Come on, we can't have dead air. It's radio.
Would I tell the truth to you? I was on the spot. Sorry.
Appalling.
Miles, you've done this so many times before.
Give me like a
festive one. Snow is would I lie to you? No, would I tell the truth to you? A beautiful sight. I don't have anything.
Voice of an angel.
Should we get it? Should we
That's
get it
better
done?
than nothing. Go on.
Should we get out of the way then?
I don't think that was better than nothing.
Maybe it's not. No. Sorry for lying just then.
Okay. You're going to be on Santa's naughty list.
We're going to be on Ofcom's naughty list.
Right.
So, right.
I'm not going to get any
same difference.
presents from them.
So
I don't
how's
usually.
it the same difference? What?
Ofcom and Santa are the same.
Perhaps he works for
Okay.
them. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Anyway.
Yes. Okay. So, will I tell the truth to you? The idea of this feature is two of the presenters will tell a short story, and then the third presenter will poise some questions at them. They'll answer, and then you, the listeners, have to guess which one's telling the truth. And you can text James on his personal mobile number
on 07876.
And if you do text a correct answer, you do have the chance of winning
is it Red Bush?
Red Bush spiced tea. It's called.
That sounds ridiculous.
It does, doesn't it?
Red Bush spiced tea bag.
Yeah. Okay, they're festive anecdotes this week. I'll kick us off. I was once accused of trying to blind someone at a nativity play that I was performing in.
Fair enough. I say fair enough. That's not fair.
That's not fair at all.
Miles, what's yours?
My story is I set fire to our Christmas tree.
Well,
Simple, but
neither of these stories are really partaking in the festive spirit, are they?
No, not really, but they are Christmassy.
Okay, so James, are you often accused of blinding people?
No, just this once.
Okay, all right. Was the accusation accurate?
No, it wasn't. No. I don't think so. Anyway, okay, it was a long time ago, but I wasn't trying to blind anyone.
But did you blind someone?
No, I didn't blind anyone. Or I wouldn't be laughing about this story.
Well, how did this story come about then?
Well, I was playing the part of the angel Gabriel in the play, and
big role.
Yeah, big role. Absolutely. I mean, he sets the whole thing in motion, doesn't he? The whole Christianity thing, and so yeah. I suppose Jesus has quite a pivotal function as well in that, but anyway, I'm dressed as the angel Gabriel. I've got these sort of wings on, and they're reflective. They've got sort of tinfoil reflective surfaces, if you can imagine such a thing. And
my imaginative powers do reach that far.
And I got lights on me, obviously. I'm a big star, so that's what you'd expect even at 7 or 8 years old. And
it's gone downhill from there.
It really has. That show had a much bigger audience than this radio show. I mean, there's at least 100 people watching that. What have we got today? Maybe 2 or 3?
Yeah, but you can't potentially blind someone on a radio show.
No, but anyway, the way that happened was, you know how sometimes your watch, the reflection on your watch, you're able to catch the light and aim it at someone, get in their eyes.
Yeah.
Basically, I was accused of doing that with the wings.
Oh, okay. So what, you were singling out a particular member of the audience?
Well, apparently. I mean, I wasn't, but allegedly I was.
Sounds like you were. Okay, all right. Miles, set a Christmas tree on fire. Was that just out of, pure rage?
Yeah, I was really quite angry.
Yeah? Are you not a Christmas person?
Just got a flamethrower out. Just, get rid of all this. No, that's not how it happened.
How did it happen?
There was like a bit of tinsel hung between our Christmas tree and a light. And I put a candle too close to the piece of tinsel, and it went up the tinsel and started burning.
So
things. Yeah.
At what point, while the tree was ablaze, did you kind of notice, oh, perhaps I should do something?
Probably quite quickly. It travels up the tinsel surprisingly quickly.
Oh yeah,
that was the worrying bit. And then when it got to the top, it just started sort of spreading slowly out, at which point you could sort of put it out quite quickly. But it was definitely on fire for a little while.
Yeah. You got a childish grin on your face. I'm pretty sure this was
definitely
intentional.
didn't do this on purpose.
Were you ever allowed to decorate the Christmas tree again after that incident?
Should hope not.
No.
No. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
To this day.
Yeah.
No. Or I'm not allowed near candles anymore. Or
What do you do on romantic meals?
Just get a torch.
Just get a torch in the middle of.
Put a torch in the middle of the table.
Laura. Yeah.
Do you have to bring that with you? I suppose.
Yeah. They sometimes put a candle on the table.
And you say, no,
sorry,
do you mind me putting
I've got a restraining order. I've got to stay at least 5 feet away from any naked flames.
Have you got one of those really big torches that you can lug around? Like, I don't know what they're called. Those mag lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got one of those?
No, just a little tiny one.
It's a small one, so it does sort of
like
emulate the candle. Okay.
Perhaps you couldn't be trusted with a mag light either.
No, probably not.
It's probably too close to a candle.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, that's really close to a candle.
All right, follow-ups. James.
Yep.
I mean, did the person who you were accused of blinding confront you after the play?
They lodged a complaint to the school.
They lodged a complaint.
And there was basically quite a long investigation into this.
So you're quite a controversial figure at this primary school, though.
Yeah, I'd say I was a Venus. I'm sorry, that's not it. That's supposed to. That's BNIS. Big name in school. A Venus.
You are a Venus.
You immature. I almost swore then. You very immature people.
Well, you're the one who jumped to that conclusion.
I was a Venus.
Can that be your catchphrase? Hi, I'm James Evans.
The Venus.
I'm a Venus. Classic chat-up line.
Is it?
Okay. And Miles, have you ever caught fire to anything else?
Have you ever caught fire?
Caught fire? Yeah. Set fire. There we go. Sorry.
Not quite as accidentally. And not quite as festively either.
Right, I see. So you just turned into a pyromaniac then?
Just sort of houses and
yeah, right.
Other farms.
Okay, great. All right, so now we've got that cleared up. James Evans is a Venus. And Miles Paul is a pyromaniac.
Brilliant.
If you've got any further questions or want to text in who you think is telling the truth,
you can text in on 07876.
Brilliant. Okay, shall we have a song?
Yeah. Shall we have a fire starter?
We'll have to look through all those CDs.
Okay, right. There's about 300 CDs there. Alec, if you could get started. None of them have got labels. So if you want to go through all those tracks, what do we have, Miles?
We've got Another Christmas Song.
What is it? Do you know what this one is? Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I can look. This one is Merry Christmas Everyone by Shakin' Stevens.
Oh, right.
Classic.
Yeah, no, I think I know this one. Yeah.
Is it safe to play?
Yes, assumedly.
Yeah, let's go with this. This is Merry Christmas Everyone.
I don't know, it's like Shakin' Stevens. Oh, yeah, everyone knows this.
That was Merry Christmas Everyone by Shakin' Stevens.
Yeah.
I do actually like that song. I didn't know who it was by. But
good.
Yeah, it's all right.
Good. We've actually got some texts in.
Good.
So I'll read them out, shall I?
Go on, I dare you.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Jambrew has texted in. Jambrew's our flatmate, it should be said. Definitely believe that James is a Venus. But if I'm wrong, I'm never letting Miles near the hob again. Okay. So that's fair, I'd say. That's fair. Yeah. And another text from Laura. Just get that text up here. Hey, it's Laura. I think you're telling the truth. Never had a romantic meal with Miles. I've never experienced his fire restraining order. So,
Miles,
bit of a dig at you there.
Yeah, Miles, why have you never taken your girlfriend out to a romantic meal?
Not really hungry.
What do you mean you're not really hungry?
I'm not saying do it now.
Just eating.
I'm not saying now. She's not here. Oh, now she's not in this country at the moment.
I used to past tense. Why have you never?
Oh,
why?
Wasn't really hungry.
This is what she has to deal with.
Yeah. You should use that in an I have never taken my girlfriend out for dinner.
Yeah.
Everyone will drink.
Actually,
You'll see the folly of your ways.
Can't remember. Don't remember.
I mean, I've taken James out to several romantic meals.
And I've taken you out. Let's be fair, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
sorry,
I don't want it to look like a one-sided relationship.
Well, I'm just saying, I think mine were a bit better.
So, you're always using vouchers. That's embarrassing.
Why doesn't no one take me out for a meal?
Because you don't take your girlfriend out.
But I mean, you.
Why should you be rewarded for your
Me and Alec, we're not in relationships apart from this sort of weird one with each other. So
can I join?
No, you've got a proper relationship. You don't. Oh dear me!
Can we go to Pizza Hut after the show?
Hey, I invited both of you out for a meal a couple of weeks ago, and I said I'd pay, and you both turned me down.
You did not say you'd pay.
Well, it was implied.
Implied by what?
I said, what did I say? Where were we going to go? That Chinese place,
Oriental Star,
all you can eat Chinese place in Leamington. Highly recommend it. That's a raw recommendation for you. Oriental Star, very good. And I said, let's all go. Let's all have a lovely little meal after the show. No, neither of you would go.
You even resorted to inviting people on the bus.
I did. I just started inviting strangers on the bus out with me. So,
did you get any takers?
No one took me up on the offer. I offered to buy them drinks, didn't I? I offered to buy them drinks.
Tragic. Bless.
So probably just intimidated by the celebrity and that.
You are a Venus after all.
Brilliant. Speaking of Venuses, Alec,
do you want to give the number out again?
We've got.
Do you want to give the number out again?
Oh, okay.
Because it's not really very memorable. Say it slowly.
Well, I've got to find it first because I don't actually know it. It's.
I like how you give the advice of saying out the number slowly when you're renowned for just reading out the number as soon as you can, as quickly as you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that number's memorable. It's like
it's not memorable when you can't hear the individual numbers because you're saying it so quickly.
Okay, so you can text in at 07838. That's 07. I've lost it now. That's 0786.
There we go. Or me, if you've got my number. My phone's on.
Okay, well,
please text me.
No one's going to text you, Miles. See, Laura texted me as opposed to you.
Yeah?
To slag you off. So what does that say? You need to take your girlfriend out for a meal. We're going to do it. It's going to become a campaign of this show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. If you've liked us on Facebook, just type in... write a comment about how Miles should...
yeah, absolutely.
Perhaps we should do a poll.
Absolutely. Where should Miles take Laura out over Christmas? Yeah. You're going to be paying Christmas prices now, mate. Now you're in trouble. Oh dear. Ooh. Oh no.
I didn't think about that.
Early bird gets the worm, you see?
What?
Because if I had a girlfriend, I'd take her out straight away.
What if you had a girlfriend over Christmas?
It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Or ever. Alex Gadget.
He's flying back with the insults. Don't forget, mate, I'm a penis. So don't take any of this to heart.
Right. We've got a jingle for this one. A pretty good one at that.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, sorry. I was in my own world. Sorry, I was looking at the lights.
You're presenting a radio show.
Sorry,
if you're looking on the webcam, you'll see the festive...
We've already done this. We've already told them about it, haven't we?
These weren't here before, were they?
Were they not?
Yeah, they were.
Some more lights in.
I wasn't facing
probably
that way,
what I was distracted by.
Also, someone should take this tinsel away just in case.
You get excited. Right, let's go.
Alex Gadget.
Best part of the show.
Should we do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Alex Gadget.
Nice.
I like the whispering.
Reckon we can make it last half an hour?
Yeah, we're running out of stuff here.
James, you always missed it again, didn't you?
What?
On the second try, you kind of came in a bit late.
Did I?
Yeah, well, you're off in your own... It takes like an instant to lose yourself.
I've got it. Miles, stop staring at the lights.
I can't see what's so fascinating about them.
Perhaps he's just staring at you, Miles.
Yeah, probably. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Don't blame him.
Shall we have you've got a few this week, haven't you?
I do. Yeah, I couldn't choose. So I've got several possible Christmas presents for you listeners. First one, it's a mouthpiece. Oh, controversial.
Oh.
What?
Never had one of these before.
What?
We've had shoes, we've had earpieces, never a mouthpiece.
How's
Never
it
a mouth.
controversial?
This is exciting.
In what way is it controversial? I'm sorry, but you can't just say things like that and
He's
then not
thinking outside the
justify them.
box.
All right.
Oh, shut up. Go on.
A mouthpiece.
All right.
Put it in your mouth. Okay. Yeah, you with me? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's in your mouth. And then when you eat anything, it tastes of mince pie. Gets you in the festive spirit. So
Ooh.
perhaps you can't
That's
afford a mince
exciting.
pie. Tough times. Buy some bread. Eat it. Taste of a mince pie. Nice.
Does it have the same texture? Does it become a mince pie?
Oh no, it doesn't become a mince pie. It
Just
just
tastes
tastes of
like
mince
it,
pie. I
But
mean,
it's
I'm not a magician, Miles.
It's a low cost device because you said if you can't afford a mince pie, but you can afford some bread. So that's the price point you're pitching it at between bread and mince pies.
Yeah, I mean, these are going to have to be manufactured on an immense scale for me to get the cost down.
Why would you not just manufacture more mince pies to bring the cost down? Instead of all this research and development into a filter for other foods.
He's already done the development in his head.
Yeah, but
Yeah, exactly.
Don't have to pay
and
for
also,
that.
science
like,
isn't
that's
down, is it?
hardly advocating a healthy lifestyle.
No, you
Just
could eat
eating
celery.
mince pies. Yeah, you could eat celery.
Tastes like mince pie.
Can
No
you
one
get-
likes eating celery on its own.
Can you get these filters for other foods? Like, can you get
No, only-
Maybe you could download.
It's powered by the festive
cheer.
spirit. Yeah.
Maybe in the summer it tastes like ice lollies.
No, it's
No.
powered by the festive cheer. Did not just hear me.
So it just does nothing in other seasons.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's low cost, so you're still getting value for money.
Fair enough.
All
Yeah.
right, next gadget.
Does it work every festive season or just the one?
Oh no, it works. I mean, it's rechargeable. It works
Okay.
every. It's probably got a lifespan of about 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
You know, depending on how much you use it.
Yeah.
Depending
Don't
how-
overuse it.
Depending on how
Goodness sake.
cheery you are at Christmas as well, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're a Grinch, then it's not going to work.
I'm not really
Which
feeling that.
moves on to my next gadget.
Oh,
Actually,
here we go.
it's a ring. Oh, also controversial.
How's that controversial?
That's not controversial, Alec.
No, a mouthpiece.
I just think you've learned that word this week and you're determined to use it as many times as
I'm
possible.
excited. It's a long word. I like using long words in context.
All right, go on then. What have you got?
All right, so someone's complaining about Christmas, and you're like, oh, I just want to get in the mood for Christmas. You're not helping. So I've got this ring which activates when someone is complaining about festivities, and it beams a laser at the person complaining and turns them into an item of Christmas paraphernalia. So you can turn them into a Christmas tree or Santa Claus or snowman.
Okay.
You know,
Do you get to choose?
it's kind of like a random effect.
It's a random effect.
Yeah, I mean, it's on a ring, so you wouldn't have like this, the space for a menu to choose.
No, I suppose not. But then what if you didn't have the space for, say, a Christmas tree where it's materializing?
I suppose I could make it so it's just a small Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Or a small snowman, or a small Santa Claus. I mean, obviously these effects wouldn't last forever because that would be cruel.
Yeah, no, that
But,
would
you
be
know-
just inhumane, really, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
But like half an
I'm
hour
glad
or
you
so.
thought that through. I'm glad you thought through the ethical implications of such a device.
No, thank you. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of thought goes into these
yeah.
gadgets.
It's not like you just came up with them on your way here.
Oh no,
No.
no.
And what's the third?
It's a little cog which you turn, and it makes it snow. And you think,
That is the worst thing ever.
no, because
is
you go, Alec, that's hardly original. All you've thought up of is a weather manipulation device. And I go, no. A mere weather manipulation device wouldn't work indoors.
Oh.
My
he's got
my
us
device
covered.
can make it snow indoors as well, so you can bring the festive cheer
How-
wherever you are.
What sort of area does it work over?
Probably like a 5 meter radius of where you are.
But you know what
5
that
10 meter
is?
radius.
That's controversial.
That is controversial. So yeah, they're my free Christmas gadgets.
Controversy.
Do you reckon you could combine them into one super festive super gadget?
I'm not Steve Jobs, Miles. All right. I can't just do that. All right. It's like I said, I spend a lot of time.
You've got
working
a
out-
ring, a cog. Is it a cog?
You
Yeah,
could have like
a cog,
and
which
a
you-
mouth filter.
You could have like
Yeah.
a ring that you put in your mouth whenever you eat anything.
You'd have a cog in your mouth as well. That wouldn't work.
And then every time you
Unpleasant.
put your finger in your mouth, it festivizes
It's
people.
snows.
That's just unhygienic.
What are you? What? What sort of-
I'd
Oh.
prefer to have them all rolled into one, to be honest.
Bet you would.
Probably
anyway.
what does that even mean?
Well, let the listeners decide.
I think that'd bring the costs down as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
All right.
have to pay so much festivity. Is that the currency of Christmas?
If you're interested,
it would make Christmas cheaper, wouldn't it?
if you're interested in any of these products, then you can get in touch on 0783 890 3476.
Cool.
Should we give the listeners time to respond by playing a song?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah. Here's another Christmas song. This one is...
Check the list.
We're so prepared.
Yeah.
This one is Fairy Tale of New York, feat. Kirsty MacColl by the Pogues.
Featuring... It's the Pogues. It's the Pogues. Go on.
Yeah. Here you go.
Play the song!
This CD player's going over my head a little bit.
There's a play button.
It's new technology to me. I need to make sure the faders are all right and everything.
No,
if this is too
don't.
loud and it breaks anyone's speakers, I apologise.
It's too loud! Oh my god!
Miles, no!
It was Christmas Eve.
Good evening, this is Miles Poole with today's festive top stories. Firstly, I'm sure this is the Christmas news you've all been waiting for. Sarah Teether, Lib Dem MP for Brent Central, has launched her annual Christmas card competition, where school children in the borough are invited to design a Brent-themed Christmas card. The winning design will be delivered to 20,000 homes, while the winner will get their name printed on the back of the card and a book token, because that's just what kids love. I've seen some of the entries and they're awful. Last year's winner appeared to depict Rudolph engaged in an unsavoury act with Blitzen while Father Christmas tried to deliver his presents. So if you're under 11 and from Brent and you know what Christmas is and you have hands, then you should enter as you've got a very good chance. Secondly, it's not all bad news that comes out of Scotland. A boy from Aberdeen saved the life of a terrapin last week after spotting its legs flailing about above a frozen puddle. The boy then broke the ice in a ruthless act of vandalism to free the trapped animal. The pupil, named Theo, decided to name the terrapin Theodora, and then went to get help for the dying animal from a nearby adult. He definitely got his priorities right there. Theodora is now being cared for in the Scottish SPCA's Aberdeenshire Animal Rescue and Rehoming Centre. Rescue officer Karen Hogg said, "We can't be sure how she got there. Thankfully, the boy..." Something officers took schools. Key messages, children, animal distress. Finally, you'll all be relieved to hear that the extra park and ride services have been set up in the Essex County Council in Chelmsford ahead of the festive season. Between Sunday and New Year's Eve, buses at both the Sandon and Chelmer Valley Park and Ride Buses at both the Sandon and Chelmer Valley Park and Ride Centres will run additional services to help Christmas shoppers. On each Sunday running up to Christmas Day, buses will depart from each site every 15 minutes from 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday service levels will also be provided at both sites on December the 24th, 27th, 28th, 29th and 31st. Each centre will be closed on December 25th, 26th and 30th, along with New Year's Day. That's it for this series. Thanks for listening.
That was informative as per usual.
Yep. A bit more cynical as the weeks have gone by. Well, a bit cynical.
Have they?
Were our mics just turned off?
No.
They were, weren't they?
No. Whoops.
So what was that? That was just dead air for at least 20 seconds.
There we go. Sorry, the mics were
Why did you have our mics turned off?
Because I only slid one up because you were talking.
Well,
Sorry.
is my mic on?
Yeah, it is on now.
It is on.
And
Yeah, it's on now.
You only turned your mic on because me and James were speaking. You do know the premise of this radio show, don't you?
That was at the start of the news. I'm sorry. This whole system's confused me now.
Just to reiterate, we were slagging Miles off.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
What were we saying? I can't
don't know,
remember now.
Well, I was saying that you've turned a bit more cynical, haven't you, Miles? I'm repeating myself, but you guys don't know that because Miles turned me off.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like what?
Well, you were giving a harsh evaluation of those Christmas cards by the little children.
Yeah, it used to be a bit more upbeat.
Well, if you're gonna send a Christmas card to 20,000 people, then get a professional.
You know, if I had a ring which turned people who weren't partaking in the Christmas spirit, I could turn you into a snowman right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Probably quite cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
I
So
don't
perhaps
know if that's a dig or...
perhaps you should change your ways. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, I'm glad we got that sorted out. What have we got next? What are we doing?
Oh, what do we have?
Would you rather? Do we not have? Do we have the Would You Rather? Have I got any texts? I haven't got any texts.
I might do.
You got a text.
Bear with.
Yep. Yep.
It's
What we
just another message from Laura. You want a cog in your mouth? So that's...
Well, she's definitely not going on a romantic meal with you now.
Maybe for something for you to discuss in private. So,
Well, it would also be...
was that a cog in your mouth?
Cog. All right, Venus.
Brilliant.
I like how I've come out of this relatively unscathed.
You have, haven't you?
Yeah.
Really, you should be getting all the criticism.
Let's think of some innuendo for Alec.
Well, we haven't been embracing any innuendo in this.
No,
episode.
like we said, we're family
No,
oriented.
exactly.
No.
Right, shall we start with the would you rather?
Yeah, let's do it.
If we must.
Go. Would you
Rather?
Fantastic.
Lovely.
What is it? What's
Don't look at me.
Oh yeah,
What
he
is
didn't.
it?
He didn't turn up to the meeting.
No, he didn't turn up to the meeting
again.
Yeah.
So I believe he did
What's
this
this,
once before.
the 10th time this term?
This is the second time ever. So, would you rather? Shall I do it? Do you want me to do it?
James, you've just started. Just
go on.
Would you rather eat your Christmas dinner with chopsticks or only a knife? That's rubbish. It's rubbish. That is terrible. Okay, would you rather only eat your Christmas dinner with chopsticks or just a knife?
I'm telling you, listeners, that if I was present at the meeting,
The quality would be so much higher.
it
It would have been a spoon. At least.
Yeah.
At least a
I
spoon.
would have at least included the option of a straw.
A straw.
A straw.
A straw.
Maybe
A
one
straw.
chopstick and one straw.
What's that? A Roger Moore straw. A straw.
How else are you supposed to say it?
A straw.
A straw.
Okay. Anyway.
A straw.
A straw.
Don't get started on pronunciations because Miles, I got a bone to pick with Miles. We're not doing the Would You Rather. We're talking about this instead. Miles thinks that, and I'm putting you on the spot. That you can hear the B at the end of bomb.
Well, how?
Both ends.
At both ends of bomb.
Yeah.
It's a silent B, but he is determined that there's a difference between what is it?
Bomb.
And
Bomb.
No one does that.
You know, like
No one. Oh.
It goes buh at the end.
you know, dog whistles. Like there's like a frequency which only dogs can hear.
Yeah.
Perhaps Miles' hearing works at a different frequency to ours. So in actual fact, there is a difference between bomb and bomb, according to him.
Maybe so. Yeah.
You never know. You know, can we just hear it again? Can we hear it without the B at the end?
Bomb.
And now with the B.
Bomb.
See, it's completely different.
There's no one says bomba. Bomba. No one does that. What else did we have? Thumb. Here we go.
Thumb. There's a B at the end of thumb.
Thumb, yeah. Okay, so
Like thumbed. It's got a B in the middle.
no, it doesn't. It's got an ud at the end, which is an ed.
Okay.
No, there's a B.
But
Let's see.
No, I'm talking phonetically.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
James says turmeric instead of turmeric, how it's spelt.
I don't even know what that is. You've just made
It's a
that up.
spice.
Oh, actually, I've got a couple of pronunciations to go through. How do you say?
Pronunciations.
Okay, well, there's one. How do you say R-A-N-T?
Rant.
Rant.
Oh, okay.
You always say
Oh, you say rant, don't you?
Correct
Say rant,
you.
yeah. I haven't found anyone who says it.
I sort of feel weird saying rant though because it sounds a bit northern.
Yeah, that's my
doesn't it?
thinking.
Yeah.
Like as a southerner, I want to put an R after every A. It's just a matter of principle.
But then you'd say hat, like heart.
Instinctive. Heart.
I'm wearing a heart.
So I think if you went round Ascot, you'd find a few people,
Who wore hearts?
A toe part.
a few sort of mega Tories who would say, I'm wearing a toe heart. Yeah.
Totes.
Fantastic, darling. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's spelt and pronounced turmeric.
Right.
That's it.
I think everyone says turmeric, so.
And I don't because I don't know what it
and
is.
there's another word, but we can't really say that on air.
Oh God, yeah. Let's just say that Miles uses a U where he should be using. You use an I where most people use a U,
But it's spelled with an I.
It just doesn't mean anything because we're not saying the word. Should we post it up on the Facebook page? Yeah,
we'll post it up on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Just the Facebook page. Leave this show.
But yeah,
There's a video. I think I've got a video of Miles doing all these pronunciations in our flat, but it ends prematurely because he just gets so angry that everyone is disagreeing with him. He just swipes the camera off me and throws it. So
But it's just that James is the sort of person that thinks if he pronounces something different to how it's spelt, it's the English language that's wrong, not him.
Well, you don't pronounce things how they're spelled usually as a rule of thumb, do you?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes.
Oh, here we
Otherwise,
go.
like,
Have you never heard of a silent letter?
Yes. Like the K at the beginning of no.
Yeah.
Well,
It's silent.
well, how do you explain
The
that?
other day, I swear you said that you could
No,
recognise...
it's the W at the end.
Oh, it's the
You can hear
W
you can hear
silent.
the W at the end. No, the W's not silent.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So here we go. Here's another example. So let's hear KNOW without the W.
No.
And now let's hear it with.
No.
It's just exaggerating.
One is like no, as in no. No, that's not right. And the other one is no, which has got w at the end.
I'm not hearing it.
I don't know
I'm not hearing
about
it.
that.
No. No.
No.
How is...
I know.
So would you rather eat your Christmas dinner just with chopsticks or a knife?
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
I think you'll find it said.
Oh, for flip's sake.
And a knife.
Oh, God.
Chopsticks or a knife?
Ow.
Al, what would I do? Well, like I said, I'd rather do it with a straw, but that's not one of the options, is it? If I have it with a knife, do I look overly aggressive?
Yeah, you've got to
probably.
hold a knife, sort of like.
Yeah.
The
No, I
stab
wouldn't
you.
like the implications of that. So I'm going to go for the chopsticks because it makes you kind of look culturally aware, doesn't it? Like,
What, because it's such a traditional Chinese meal?
Do you reckon any Christian Chinese people eat their Chinese dinner with their Christmas dinner, with chopsticks? You reckon that's ever?
No,
at
probably
least
not.
all of them.
Brussels sprouts?
I mean, if all the
Well,
cutlery...
they shouldn't be eating Brussels sprouts anyway.
No. That's
something,
the devil's
that's
food.
something I want to... Why do people... Like, it's evident that food's bad when you only eat it for a festive occasion. Like, no one eats Brussels sprouts unless it's Christmas. No one eats turkey unless it's Christmas. So why eat it at Christmas? It's rubbish.
And on that note, we've run out of time.
Have we?
Yeah, we actually have.
wow.
We've just nattered through an hour.
bad.
I do have one more text through from Laura, which says, the less said about Miles's pronunciation of that word, the better. And I think we all know which word she's referring to.
No.
I don't think any of the listeners do, actually.
Oh, well, we'll post it up on Facebook. It'll just be a word and it will shock some people. Excellent.
Wow, how's it got that time already? Right.
Time flies when you're having fun, Miles.
I'm not really.
You've
not really
been listening to Basis
Do we,
Radio.
do we have a winner?
Oh, yes, we do. It's who entered?
Laura
And Jamboree.
and Jamboree.
Do you want to flip a coin?
They could have half the tea bag each.
Oh,
No, we're not giving out half
flip
a
a coin.
Were they
bag.
both right? Yeah. The answer was James.
Yeah, it was
did
me. I
blind someone.
No, I didn't blind someone.
No, he
I was
blinded
accused
someone.
Of blinding
He
someone.
burned their retinas out.
Right, so the winner is okay. Laura's heads, Jam's tails. It's tails. Jam, you win the tea bag.
Jam.
Well done, Jamboree.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations. We've been Faces Radio.
Yeah.
I've been James Evans.
Miles Poole.
And Alex Stratton-Lake.
Thanks for listening. This is another generic Christmas song. This is I don't. This is the end of.
This is already the
Fairy Tale.
pose.
Let's go to
So
the
we've
next
already
song.
had this.
Can I do this? Yeah, I can just do that. This is
Oh,
Is
dear.
it playing? There we go. This is Merry Christmas, Everybody by Slade.
Yay!
Thanks for listening and have a wonderful Christmas.